In this video, we are going to learn about single inheritance, multiple inheritance, and super keyword. Let us start with single inheritance concept. Let us take an example where there are two classes A and B. Class A contains the following methods: add and subtract method. Class B also contains the same add and subtract method, but with an additional method called multiplication. So while creating class B, we want to repeat the same method add and subtract which is already present in class A. So they felt why not to use the method which is present in class A directly rather than creating it again in class B. So the inheritance concept began. The keyword for inheriting is extend. Okay, let us understand through code. This is class A, this is class B. Class A contain add and subtract. Class B also contain add, subtract and multiplication. And we are calling those class in single inheritance class where the main method is present. And this is an object for class A, and this is B is an object, small b is an object for class B. Now what we are doing is we are calling the method which belongs to class A. So what are the method which is present here? We are add, subtract and multiplication. So while running this program, we are getting an answer 3 minus 1 and 2. Okay, so if you see here means all these two is redundant. The same method which is used in class A, we are repeating the same method in class B also. So let us use the keyword and reduce this redundancy. If you see here, okay, class B contains only the method multiplication, but we are not created any add and subtract inside class B. But what class B is doing is class B is extending the methods from class A. So here class A is called a super class and class B is called a subclass. Now let us run this program and check whether the single inheritance concept is working properly or not. If you see the answer is coming properly. Here B dot A, okay, the add method is present in class A super class. The subtract method is present in super class A. Only the multiplication method is present in class B. So this is the concept of single inheritance. Now we are going to learn about multiple inheritance. Okay, let us understand what is multiple inheritance. See, up to class B, we have learned this is a single inheritance. Class B is inheriting all the methods from class A. But I want to extend class B class in class A. That means I want to use multiplication from class B, and also I want to use addition and subtraction method through class B. So this is called as multiple inheritance. It is like class A is grandfather, class B is father, class A is son. So the son can access the property of parent, father. The son can access the property of grandfather also. If you see this code, for class A object is created. For class B object is created, small b. For class C small object is created. We haven't created any add, subtract or multiple inside class C. Add and subtract is present in class A. Multiplication is present in class B. So now we are going to run this program. We want to check whether the multiple inheritance is working properly or not. If you see here, the multiple inheritance is working properly. So this is the concept of multiple inheritance. So here the class C is extending B. B is in turn is extending from A. So C can access the properties from attributes from A as well as from B. This is called as multiple inheritance. One drawback in the inheritance concept is the subclass cannot use the constructor of the superclass. Then how to use the constructor of the superclass? They have created a keyword called super to access or use the constructor of the superclass. In this, SUP is a superclass where x and y is a variable present in SUP. I am assigning values to x and y using a constructor SUP. Similarly, sub is a subclass of SUP. Okay, here only the integer variable z is there. Okay, I want to assign the value a, b and c, okay, to x, y and z. Since I cannot use a constructor in the subclass, so I am using the keyword called as super. Using the keyword called super, I can access or use the constructor of the superclass called sup. So let us run this program. Okay, this sp is an object for superclass and sp is an object for subclass. I'm calling sb.x, sb.y and sb.z. Let us run this program and check whether the code is executing properly or not. Here the code is executing properly. So this is an advantage of keyword super. Thank you.